Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Mr. Humphrey, and I come to you on this snowy morning to talk to the GWOHS community about some of my favorite graphic novels. I picked out a few from my collection. I love reading graphic novels. I have quite a few, and so I thought I would share some of my favorites. The first one is it was one you might have heard of because there was a TV series based on this graphic novel. It's called The Last Man, or Why the Last Man, by Brian K. Vaughan. And this is a really thick volume because this is the omnibus. It contains all of the volumes of the series because there were quite a few. Many of these were published as comic books, as individual volumes, and they were compiled into thicker volume. So this is an interesting story as it tells about an apocalyptic event that kills off every mammal with a Y chromosome. So that means that there's only one man, somehow he's able to survive, one man left on Earth. And if you like action-adventure stories, apocalyptic stories, this should appeal to you. And there's also a TV series, like I said, based on it, that had one season. So you might want to check that out too and see if it appeals to you. The second one I thought I would select is Fables. This is the first compendium in a 4-volume compendium series. And so, again, these compendiums compile several volumes in one. And this is basically an interesting take on traditional fables and fairy tale characters. It puts them in a modern-day New York City, and they're all living together sort of in hiding in almost like a secret community. And the roles that they take on here are more like superheroes. So you've got a lot of your recognizable characters from fables and fairy tales like Beauty and the Beast, Prince Charming, Cinderella, some of which you might recognize from Disney movies. But they take on a very different role in the Fable series where, like I said, they're more like superheroes using their special abilities or sort of magic powers in the way that superheroes do. And this is a DC published comic as well. So this appeals to a lot of, would appeal to a lot of people. So I imagine boys, girls, anyone would love this series. The next couple of graphic novels I'll recommend are both volumes of the Mouse series. This is a very popular graphic novel as well. You might have heard of Mouse by Art Spiegelman. This is a story about the author's father and his experience surviving the Holocaust. It's a very moving story, very well told, and like I said, it's 2 volumes in this particular series. So this is probably one of my favorite books of all time. Definitely recommend Mouse by Art Spiegelman. And the last one I wanted to show is March by John Lewis. And this is a graphic novel depicting John Lewis, who you might remember he was a civil rights leader. And this is depicting his experience fighting for civil rights. And it's a very well-told story as well. It's in 3 volumes, as you can see. And again, it is a must-read and to get a sense of what Lewis and other civil rights leaders went through in the 1960s. So I would definitely recommend March by John Lewis as well. So those are my recommendations. Again, if you have any of your own, feel free to share them with me as well. But that's it for me. I hope you all have a great rest of the week, and I hope to see you in class someday soon. Take care.